Welcome back, guys. So today we have reached Granada in Spain. We have an adventure to see one of the man-made wonders of the world, the Alhambra, and let's see if we can meet some people along the way as well. The first night I just managed to check out the rooftop, as you can see, and after that I decided to go and grab some food. Ended up in an Andalusian restaurant to have a tagine, lamb tagine. The next morning I finally got to check it a little more out. I stayed at the Toc Hostel Granada. It was actually quite decent, a little on the more expensive side, but only 4 people in the room and amazing roof terrace, as you can see. Also there was a pool table, probably also why I booked it, to be honest. For some reason there was like alpine shoes on the street. I don't really understand why. Probably for throwing away, but Granada is far away from the snow. The McRib wasn't special in Spain. We had to try. We tried it with cheese. Honestly, stay away from the cheese on it, but otherwise 10 out of 10. Because I underestimated that you really need to buy the tickets for the Alhambra previously, I had to wait a couple of days before I was able to go there. So I met some nice people through Hostel World. We went to see the fantastic sunset on top of the hill. There you could buy like cheap beers from some of the people living in the caves. Ten out of 10 sunset spot. After watching the sunset, we decided to grab some drinks, and the others wanted some Muslim food as well. So we went to a decent place that had shisha and everything.
You have a technique. I hope that not in the same way that RTS, you know.
After leaving them, I decided to play a little pool with one of the roommates from the hostel. So we went to a place not far away. A cool Canadian guy, really enjoyed to drink. Welcome to one of the most breathtaking wonders of Islamic architecture in the Western world, the Alhambra. Today we'll journey through the Alhambra's rich history, spanning centuries of politics, art and faith, and explore how this iconic landmark continues to shape both Granada and the Muslim world today. Our story begins long before the Alhambra's palaces were built. The site, perched high above Granada, was first fortified in the 9th century, serving as a military stronghold. But it was in the 13th century, after centuries of Islamic rule over the Iberian Peninsula, that the Nasrid dynasty transformed it into a royal residence. Under Muhammad ibn al-Amar, the first Nasrid emir, during the 13th and 14th centuries, the Alhambra was the seat of the Nasrid court, the last Muslim dynasty in Spain. It flourished as a center of culture, poetry, and diplomacy. Moorish architects and artisans created a space that blended utility, beauty, and power, influencing designs across Spain and North Africa. As you can see, there's lots of resemblances to the royal palaces and monuments in Morocco as well. So, in 1492, the Catholic monarchs Ferdinand and Isabella conquered Granada. So the Alhambra became a Christian court, new churches and palaces were built amidst the original Islamic architecture. This fusion is quite interesting, and you can see it even more clearly in the now Cathedral of Cordoba. Over time, there's been periods of neglect. Some buildings have, of course, deteriorated, but it's actually been mostly restored to its amazing glory, as you can see today in the video. In 1984, it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of the only issues is there's a lot of people that want to visit here, so you need to book tickets really early, and you will not be alone. But as you can see, it's possible to actually buy beer on the inside, and you should just have a day out. Preferably avoid midday because it's the hottest time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week for a new episode of my travel adventures. I ended up finishing the day and just playing a little pool in the hostel before leaving for my next adventure.